Hello Pisces, and welcome to Sincere Tarot, where you get the raw, honest truth. This is your June 2020 tarot forecast, and your theme of the month is the Empress. This is the queen of the deck. She loves life. She's got really positive maternal energy, nurturing energy, really cares about people, and really cares about herself, really treats herself. You will never see someone with an Empress energy ever leave her home looking like a mess. She will always be looking good. Okay? Anyway, someone who takes care of themselves because they love themselves. Now let's see what else is in store for you. But before I lay this spread out, if you could please subscribe, because less than 5% of you watching right now are subscribed. And if you're going to watch any more of my videos, and maybe you've already watched them in the past, you might as well subscribe, right? And it helps me out so much. And if you like even a little bit of this video, just pressing that little thumbs up helps me out so much, and I really appreciate it. Anyway, let's get back to your reading. I feel like, this might be something related to do with the government or some sort of organization or institution, or maybe where you worked or something like that. Something that sets some sort of rules in your life. Let's pull a few clarification cards. Wow. Okay, well, it turns out good. So you're coming up as the King of Pentacles, so which is interesting because you are a water sign and Pentacles are earth. But I feel like you might be feeling really good with a particular connection because you're being clarified by the Two of Cups. This could be romantic, it could be love, it could actually be a business partnership as well, because Pentacles is also business, right? But there's you're feeling good internally about a particular partnership. However, it may be disappointing to you, possibly, or you might be up against something that is more drama and stress than what it's worth. I don't know why. I'm getting this as more of maybe like rules and laws, or just something. It's just kind of getting to you. It's stressing you out. In the background, we've got, or in the recent past, the Wheel of Fortune, and probably the situation, well, definitely you, but like a lot of people are in, has come unexpectedly. And that's clarified by the Four of Wands, and that might be which means completion in this deck, but also can sometimes represent the home, and maybe you thought that you had everything in order in a particular way in your life, and then suddenly Wheel of Fortune comes along and it's like, nope, I'm just gonna switch everything around. And it's literally like that Jeopardy wheel. Like, you thought you had everything going, and then the Wheel of Fortune just took a spin, and it's like, okay, now I'm here. So that's interesting. It might have something to do with work, or something to do with money connected to the government. I don't know if it's maybe difficult for you to get the money that you need from your work, or just something like that. Look, things are going to turn out all right in the end, I will say that, but I feel like you're up against some sort of organization or force or person who's pretty powerful. And you're powerful, but this person is kind of more powerful in the situation. I hate to say it. I feel like they've stunted your growth, and it's just causing such stress and such headache. You are able to like overall distance yourself from that and still feel good about yourself, but it overall is really not a good feeling. And I feel like maybe the way that you make money is not going in the way that you wanted, or you're not getting money the way that you wanted. And just, if you've got a business, it's like it's been poisoned because of this decision or rule, and you're up against too many people, too much legislation, bureaucratic red tape, and all of that, it's almost like it's not worth it fighting that fight, because I'm not saying that is, but it can seem like that sometimes, at least, because you're up against something so big that will you even get anywhere? The outcome is good though. So, I mean, you will move out of this toxic negative energy, and I think you'll begin to go a little bit more your own path. The outcome is the Star, so you will grow from this, you will learn. You're really going to be relying a lot on your faith and just hope. You might, yeah, but it's gonna awaken this new amazing spiritual energy. You're gonna get your mojo back. That's fantastic, and then you can begin to move forward with creative projects, and you will eventually put this behind you. But just be wary that, you know, this organization or group, they might be a bit emotionally manipulative, to say the least. But yeah, it's going to be, you will be forced to have this kind of like a rebirth, this awakening, just because of the negativity when it comes to something, yeah, work, finances, something like that. Order amongst the chaos. It's not going too well, looks like. But that's great that you're able to, you know, stay strong and just, you know, be proud of yourself and who you are. I don't really see, you know, your path wavering that much from what you want to do. I see you definitely overcoming any adversity that comes your way, which is fantastic. And you grow from it. You actually become a lot more self-aware, like way more self-aware, and then also a lot more authentic and being like, you know what, this is what makes me feel good. I'm going to go with this. And you'll be less influenced by other people or organizations that in the future that don't have your best interest at heart. Okay? Let's get some advice cards and make sure you stick around for the destiny cards. Wow. I'm just going to show these all at once. You got all court cards. Look at that. We've got the King of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Princess of Swords. So, I mean, keep going with your business. Keep going with your work. You can do this. You've got a solid enough foundation to accomplish whatever it is with work, finances, physical body, land, money, all of that. Like, just be that business person, okay? And King of Wands, stay true and authentic to yourself. Definitely make sure that you're guided by your integrity, which comes from your spiritual energy, and never, ever, ever compromise your integrity and what's true to you and what feels right. Knight of Pentacles, you're going to want to really stay very practical and sensible, especially with money and changes in work and things like that. So, I mean, you have to be sensible and not take any risks at all, to the point that you're being boring when it comes to decisions with finances and work and money, things like that, okay? Make sure you're also taking care of the physical health of your body and exercising. The Princess of Swords is saying, you know, to be flexible with your mind and the way that you think and your perspective. Make sure that, you know, just because you have a perspective doesn't mean it's the only one or the most valid one. There are multiple other perspectives, and it's important for you to get more interested in asking people questions and listening to the answers and taking that information. And instead of saying, oh no, that's not true, or no, that can't be true, or well, I don't believe you, just be like, maybe, maybe, maybe. Just consider it. Be open to getting as much information and different perspectives as possible. Be flexible in your viewpoint. All right, so pick a number 1, 2, or 3, and you are going to pick your own destiny cards. So what was this Wheel of Fortune in the past? I do have to show you this quickly. Wheel of Fortune, and then the Four of Wands is in a circle here. Like, I honestly think that the Wheel of Fortune right now often represents the, you know, seed virus, which I think YouTube is tracking if people say that or not, because it literally threw everyone for a loop. And also it's, if you look at it, see that, you know, everyone's seen that image of it, it's in a circle, just like the Wheel of Fortune. And it's literally turned everything upside down. Yeah, I mean, maybe some people expected this, I don't know, but like, I think most people did not expect this to happen. So it might be something to do with that, is what the unexpected thing was for most of you. All right, 1, 2, or 3, pick the first number that comes to your head. Never second guess yourself, because your first instinct is your intuition. And if you second guess yourself, that's your ego. If you picked 1. Yeah, okay. All right. So I feel like if you picked 1, there has been a disappointment when it comes to something to do with work or finances, or potentially a relationship that made you feel secure, or living in a particular place, something like that, and you're grieving the loss of it. Be careful, because I think that it will somehow make you very narrow-minded in your way of thinking, which is probably why you got the Princess of Swords as one of your advice cards. And I think it might make you a little bit impulsive in the things that you say, and the messages and emails and written things like that, and like social media posts. You have to be so careful. Honestly, if you're feeling like, oh my God, I have to write this, and it's in a stressy vibe, please don't, because that stress energy is gonna create more stress energy, and it won't be good. Because right now, I feel like you're a bit trapped in your focus and the way that you're viewing the situation or the world or looking at things. And you're kind of like, oh, well, this is the only way things can be, and you're really stressed out. But there's actually multiple other options of ways that things can go, but you're just literally blinding yourself to that. So open up your eyes and realize that there are so many more options. You don't have to focus in on one, and just be careful, because it might be your grief and your sadness and your lack of security and feeling left out in the cold that might be guiding you. So just be careful of the energy that you put out, okay? Yeah, if you pick 2. All right, if you pick 2, on the surface we've got the Moon, 7 of Wands, Valor beneath the surface, and the 9 of Swords is your advice card. So I feel like you may have been kind of either tapping into your shadow and getting more in touch with your spiritual energy, but also you might have been maybe not, or maybe someone else in your life was not being very honest. But what you really have done or need to do is maintain the integrity, maintain the high ground, stay true to yourself, stay true to what is right for you, stand your ground no matter what. Even if someone has been really cruel to you and really mean and stabbed you in the back and is like sending you horrible messages and things like that, and just doing these things to betray you, and it's really just cruel. But regardless, this is not that Empress Queen energy. You need to embrace this energy, right? Someone can be cruel to this energy. Remember, this is your theme of the month, but she won't let it get her down. You need to take these swords out, stand up, brush it off, and you need to eventually stop playing the victim. Or I hate to say it, but it's true. So many horrible things happen to so many people, but you're letting the other person or the situation win if you stay in that victim mentality and replay it over and over and over in your head, okay? The swords are a very mental card, and I would do your best to try and break out of it and maintain the high ground for sure. If you pick 3, all right, if you pick 3, I think that if anything's happening with work or with money or where you live or practical things of that nature, you're just gonna somehow make it work. You're gonna be able to you're very resourceful, and I think you're going to keep everything together and organized and sorted. You've got this Emperor energy, really healthy boundaries, knows what he wants, going for what he wants. Also, you're being told to act on inspirational energy, and that will also help you with making more money and getting more security and finances in your life, which is really important to do during times like this, that's for sure. If you would like a private reading, check out my website or send me an email. That's all in the description box below. And if I do monthly and mid-monthly readings, so definitely make sure that you're subscribed. And if you're still here, secret bonus card for you. The World. So something that's happened in your life, you're coming to the end of it, and you will come out of this. And so now is a time of celebration. Even if you haven't reached the end quite yet of whatever this cycle or phase in your life is, you should still be very proud of yourself, celebrate it, and treat yourself like the queen that you are. Have a great month. Bye.